Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Survival. Now this is episode 4 of our series, and what we did last time was we built up this skeleton over here. His name is Jerry, as you can see by the name tag, and I fixed up his mouth a bit. It didn't look quite right before. I forgot the upper part, but yeah, now he's still kind of looks weird. But Halloween is over, so it's time to take down our decorations. And time to put up Christmas decorations, even though it's November. Oh yeah, I also kind of died a lot. Barely had anything left to go get my stuff with, so I destroyed my base for resources. But we can fix that too. Alright, all patched up. Yeah, I also added a nether chest here, because we started going to the nether and getting resources recently. Not that I really want to go back there, but just to have it. I know I'm gonna have to go back eventually. Speaking of which, this portal's in a really weird spot, so I'm gonna move it. I finally have Christmas decorations on the skeleton statue from October. So funny story actually. While I was gathering the netherrack to build the hat, I found some ancient debris. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It was one piece, but like, it's pretty cool. Alright, now that we got all our little tasks done for the video that we needed to do, I think we should build up the walls of the base a little more, because this is looking kind of pathetic. Alright, this is the amount of wood I was able to gather. I know it doesn't look like much, but I don't even have any iron after last episode. I do stone axes, and honestly I'm too lazy to get more, so I'm gonna do this. Let's build up the base, people. Alright, so while I was building the base to be a bit taller, I fell off quite a lot, as you'll probably see. And I didn't really know how tall I wanted it to be, so I kind of just went with what felt right, and it kind of, it was roughly 6 to 10 blocks. I don't know how tall it was in the end. But I thought it was pretty good for the first section of our little building, the first layer, I guess. I think that the second layer is going to be similar, just kind of wood stacked up or whatever, but it's going to be shorter and shorter and shorter until it gets to the top. And it's going to just kind of be like a little pyramid-esque thing, but like not a pyramid. It's kind of hard to explain exactly what I'm envisioning here. It's kind of also going to look like a windmill, but without the actual, you know, spinny blades of the windmill, whatever you call those, I guess. So yeah, that's basically the plan for this. If as vague as it is, if you can understand what it is, that's the plan. Alright, so the base is a little taller now. I'm starting the second little layer here. It's gonna kind of go inward up until a point or a dome or something. I'm still figuring it out as I go. But yeah, so I think it's coming together pretty well. I should probably put stuff around here rather than just a completely empty floor. But I also don't want it to be cluttered, so I'll figure something out soon. But for now I'm gonna go mining, because I am completely out of iron and other stuff, so I'm gonna go to the caves, and I barely have an iron pickaxe too. I need to do this. Okay, I'd say all in all it was pretty successful. I got enough iron to sustain me for a while. So yeah, I think we did what we set off to accomplish, and now I can finally have iron tools again. Yay. Alright, now that I actually have an iron axe, I can probably build this up a little more than, you know, this pitiful amount. So I'm gonna go do that. Alright, so this is about the amount of what I was able to gather with 3 iron axes. So I'm gonna build up the second layer of the base, but I think right before I do that, I'm gonna go explore the abandoned desert village in this direction. So I didn't realize this when I left, but the sun's going down, so that's not good. On the bright side though, we found it, and it got hay bales. I don't have to live on melons anymore. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. You know what? Maybe I'll find a bed. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. I don't know if they have beds in these zombie villages, but oh, look, perfect. I'm taking this and leaving. Oh no! Oh no! Some of my armor just broke. I don't know where. Also, I'm scared. I have the perfect place to sleep. Up. just gonna keep this bed here, because if I lose my respawn point, I'm going far. Okay, that's not good. So there's an invisible zombie somewhere around here. That was horrible. Alright, now that I've done that, I guess I can start, building this up a bit more. Let's get to it. So I know that this is the second time lapse of the video, but whatever. So I decided to make the second layer, and all layers for that matter, the same height, because I searched up some, reference images of what I'm kind of going for, and I also used a bit of, intuition to think of what I kind of want here. I left the game sounds in these time lapses because I think they kind of sounded satisfying. I don't know if you think the same thing, but I thought it kind of sounded nice. I still don't completely know what I'm going to do here too, but I'm sure if I just keep going I'll make something great, right? Well, regardless of what it might look like, I think what we have now looks pretty good. You'll see it once it's finished. And I'm going to try and add different blocks than, dark oak wood and stone bricks as detail once it's finished, because it's starting to blend together into a bit of a boring mess. I'm going to try and fix that. I'm also planning to add actual stuff into the base that has a function to fill it up a bit more and make it look a bit more full. I still don't know what I'm going to do for the entrance, because I don't want to do just a normal door, but I don't think I'm good enough at redstone to make a complicated door. I still struggle with 3x3 piston doors. So if I end up making farms in the future as well, I don't think I'm going to make them super efficient for similar reasons, at least for most of them. I want it to look good and work well enough, but I also wouldn't need to use that many resources because, again, I won't be doing massive projects. I think I'm going to end up splitting the base into little sectors as well. Basically, I'll have one room for all my farms and nature stuff, a magic room with enchanting and brewing and another portal and all that, and a room for industrial things and, much more. Alright, so the second layer type thing is up now. It's looking pretty good. That's about the height I'm gonna go for on over here. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty good so far. I looked at a reference image of what windmills basically look like, but the old-fashioned kind, not newer type. And I'm kind of basing it a bit off that. And I'm probably gonna add a bunch of windows in, some skylights. Get it nice and open and bright and nice. It'll be nice. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is grab this pen here, because it's real cramped in here, and then move it up to the floor here, especially considering we don't really have anything here, so might as well fill it in with something. Alright, it's done. Here's the big reveal. It looks like someone just grabbed a giant box and plopped it in here. I thought I could just make a wall, but I didn't realize how tall my base would be, so it's gotta be a big wall, and then I'd have to make the whole thing big, and then that may take up half the base, and it was a whole dealio. Let's look on the inside. So yeah, I got a melon farm over here, and a pumpkin as well, and a bunch of cows and lanterns, which is nice. At some point, a wandering trader somehow found its way in here. I got flowers, a crafting table. It's pretty nice in here, growing crops. So yeah, I'm probably gonna pretty up the outside of this place later, maybe. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm too lazy for that. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!